Hello and welcome from Budapest. This is Hungary Reports from Public Media M1 with the latest news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin in English. I'm Árpád Szőci. Thanks for joining us. No one in Hungary has so far tested positive for the coronavirus. But how long will that last? The number of those infected around the world is now around 80,000 and more than 2,600 have died. And one problem region is now in Europe. Northern Italy, where the disease has been spreading fast. It's a region where thousands of Hungarians are also currently vacationing. Therefore, at Budapest's Liszt Ferenc Airport and the airport in Debrecen in the east of the country, everyone arriving from Italy is being examined.
The 11 high school girls, their 2 teachers, and the bus drivers that arrived home from northern Italy are being examined at the Central Hospital of Southern Pest. The hospital's head doctor told M1 News that they are all well but will be in quarantine for 14 days. They're being constantly examined to see if they show any sign of having the virus or its spread, the infectologist said. Since Sunday, not only passengers arriving from China, but also those coming on flights from Milan, Bergamo, and Treviso are also being checked by thermal cameras at Budapest Airport. So far, no one has been measured with a fever at the airport. However, airport staff has an adequate amount of protective gear and disinfecting substances in case it's necessary. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade does not know of any Hungarians residing in any of the Italy's quarantine settlements. Spokesperson Tamás Mencer warned people not to travel to any of the regions where the infection has broken out. We ask every Hungarian citizen to only travel to the Lombardy and Veneto region in case of an urgent reason. This is our suggestion and request towards all Hungarians. Regarding other provinces of Italy, I ask everyone to thoroughly reconsider the trip there, the State Secretary noted. There is a constantly updated map showing the infected areas of Italy on the official social media page of the State Secretary. Further, other important information can be found on the Consular Service website.
Teachers in Hungary are getting a 10% across-the-board pay raise. It goes into effect in July for 170,000 instructors. Furthermore, school principals and vice principals will get bonuses. Government stats show that teacher salaries have risen by 50% since 2013.
Employment was a topic on the agenda at ethics class at an elementary school in Debrecen. The homeroom teacher of 8th graders spoke about this issue. Zsuzsa Szoboszlai has been teaching for more than 2 decades. I've been teaching at Epreskerti Public School for 22 years, ever since I finished Teachers College. I wouldn't want to do anything else, just teach. I enjoy it to this day. I'm a grade 8 homeroom teacher, which is a particular challenge as these students are graduating this year. Zsuzsa Szoboszlai said. Following June graduation, teachers will get another raise. The government has decided that starting July the 1st, they will raise the salary of teachers by 10%, the Minister of Human Resources announced. Miklós Kásler said that the raise will occur with the introduction of a professional supplement. Those in the teaching sector, as well as trainee teachers, will be entitled to this. These initiatives affect 170,000 professionals. Additionally, from July onwards, principals and vice principals will get leadership bonuses. During the past year, the government spent €1 billion more on teacher salaries than in 2010. The dynamic growth of the economy, however, contributed to salary increases in the private sector, so the government then put wage increases for teachers back on the agenda again, Miklós Kásler said. The minister emphasized that it is the duty of the government to guarantee the education and further training of teachers, as well as improving their working conditions and financial situations.
Tuesday is Victims of Communism Memorial Day in Hungary. Back on February 25th, 1947, Soviet forces arrested the Secretary General of the Hungarian Independent Smallholders Party, Béla Kovács. And with that began, for all intents and purposes, the beginning of a one-party dictatorship in the country. Ceremonies already began on Monday.
They awaited high school students at the Terror House Museum with special history lessons on the occasion of Memorial Day for Victims of Communism. Alongside guides, well-known individuals help recall the events of the past for the students. I find it an important issue that the idea that any type of dictatorship is essentially completely anti-human, reaches as many places as possible, Péter R. Karpáti said. In Veszprém, those paying their respects bowed their heads and laid wreaths. Those we remember with love and respect on Memorial Day for victims of communism, individuals we are grateful for, who with their sacrifice, survival, and loyalty to the nation made an example for us all. Some are here with us. Let them be blessed, because it is thanks to them that this cruelty did not break us down, as Erzsébet Mánzer said. They also remembered the victims of the communist regime at the Honvéd Square in Budapest at the Gulag Monument. The fight for freedom is about a nation's will to live. It's about the law of persistency. It was about and continues to be about staying strong. This is the pledge that after the trials and tribulations of past centuries, we will remain a defining people within Central Europe and the Carpathian Basin in the future. Csaba Latorcai said. The Hungarian parliament designated February the 25th as Memorial Day for the victims of communism back in 2000. This date serves as remembrance of the day when the head of the Smallholders Party, Béla Kovács, was arrested and taken to the Soviet Union in 1947. Memorial commemoration services will continue to occur across the country on Tuesday.
He said he had to wait 2.5 years for a new kidney, and now he feels like a new man. That's what the latest recipient of a kidney transplant told public media's M1 TV channel. In fact, the patient in question underwent the 5,000th transplant done at the Department of Transplantation and Surgery at Budapest Semmelweis Medical School. Last year, 130 such operations were carried out there, which is the second best result in Europe.
Janusz Brinski just came out of the first checkup following his operation. He is relieved his results are immaculate. The man was operated just over 2 weeks ago, where he received a new kidney. We waited 2.5 years for it. It was very hard, going for treatment every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The constant nausea after them, my blood pressure dropped. I was dizzy, fainted every time. The fact that I got the kidney made me and my family tremendously happy, he said. He was the 5,000th patient to get a kidney transplant at Semmelweis University. Most organ transplants in Hungary are conducted at this hospital. In 2019 alone, they conducted 130 kidney transplant operations by deceased donors. Because of that, the university has moved up to second spot on the Eurotransplant list. The concerted work of 100 doctors and those from other medical sectors is a necessity, of which 1/3 are doctors and 2/3 are other medical staff. This perfectly shows how smoothly the process has to go, so the outcome is quality healthcare, recovery of the patients, the improvement of the patient's quality of life, and significant longevity, Béla Merke explained. József Boris, state secretary responsible for innovation, spoke about how Hungary is on the front line of heart and liver transplants as well. The development of medical science has reached a level where organ transplants become routine methods by now, saving many lives. Hungary is doing well. In fact, regarding 3 types of organ transplants, we have won silver medals in Europe, the state secretary noted. More than 400 transplants were conducted last year throughout the country. Almost 300 were kidney, 79 liver, more than 70 heart, 5 combined kidney, pancreas, and almost 20 lung transplants. Experts are not only proud of this data, but also that the survival statistics also improved.
The Botanical Garden in Szarvas in eastern Hungary is gearing up for visitors this spring. Snowdrop flowers are already beginning to bloom, and in the greenhouse, a whole plethora of plants are unfolding as they should. But the Botanical Garden's pride and glory is the huge fir tree that is 150 years old. The 30-meter-tall tree is endemic to California and is the first such example in this country of being outfitted with a lightning protector. Visitors to the Marzipan Museum in Eger in the north of the country can expect a sweet treat. The creations of Hungarian master pastry chef and Guinness World Record holder Lajos Kopcik are on display for all to see. 120 gorgeous-looking delights made of glazed sugar candies and much more. One resembles a 2-meter-high bottle, another a minaret, and certainly all too gorgeous to gobble up, just for the eyes, not for the stomach. And that's all for now, but don't forget you can catch Hungary Reports live every night around 11:20 p.m. Central European Time and in repeats and online as well. Please stick around now if you can for our shows in German, Russian, and Chinese. Thanks very much for watching and viszontlátásra!